Imagine opening a tomb sealed for over 3,000 years. Inside lies a perfectly preserved human body. Skin, hair, and even fingerprints still remain. How is that possible? Were mummies created by magic or by one of the greatest scientific achievements of the ancient world? Today, we'll uncover the incredible story of how mummies began. A mummy is the preserved body of a human or animal that has not completely decayed after death. While many cultures created mummies naturally or intentionally, the ancient Egyptians perfected the process like no one else. Their methods allowed bodies to survive for thousands of years. The Egyptians believed that death was not the end of life. They believed every person would live again in the afterlife. But for the soul to return, the body had to remain preserved. That belief gave birth to one of history's most fascinating traditions, mummification. But how did this incredible practice actually begin? Surprisingly, it all started with the hot desert sands of Egypt. Long before professional embalmers existed, nature itself preserved the first bodies. That accidental discovery would change Egyptian history forever. More than 5,000 years ago, before pyramids were built, the dead were buried directly in the hot desert sand. The powerful heat quickly removed moisture from the bodies, naturally preserving them. Without realizing it, nature had created the world's first mummies. When families returned to visit the graves years later, they found something unbelievable. Instead of skeletons, some bodies were still recognizable. Hair, skin, and facial features had survived. This amazed the ancient Egyptians and inspired them to find ways to preserve every body, not just those protected by the desert. Over time, Egyptians realized that not every burial produced the same result. Wealthy people were buried in wooden coffins and stone tombs, where bodies decayed more quickly. Priests began experimenting with different methods to preserve the dead. These experiments would eventually lead to the art of mummification. Slowly, generation after generation, the Egyptians improved their techniques. What began as a natural accident became one of the most advanced preservation methods in the ancient world. But preserving a body was only the beginning. Their greatest goal was preparing the soul for eternal life. To the ancient Egyptians, death was not the end. It was the beginning of a new journey. They believed every person had a soul that would continue living in the afterlife. But for that journey to succeed, the body had to remain preserved. If the body was destroyed, they feared the soul could never return. Egyptians believed that after death, the soul traveled through a dangerous world filled with challenges before reaching the Hall of Judgment. There, the god Anubis guided the soul, while Osiris, the god of the afterlife, decided its fate. They believed a pure heart would lead to eternal life. Because of these beliefs, Egyptians buried food, clothing, jewelry, furniture, and even treasures with the dead. They believed these items would be needed in the next life. Wealthy pharaohs were buried with enormous riches inside massive tombs to prepare them for eternity. Mummification soon became more than a way to preserve the body. It became one of the most sacred rituals in ancient Egypt. Priests carefully followed every step because they believed a single mistake could affect the soul's eternal future. Once a person died, the body was taken to a special embalming house. Skilled embalmers carefully washed the body with water from the Nile and sacred oils. They believed this purification prepared the person for the journey into the afterlife. The embalmers carefully removed the lungs, liver, stomach, and intestines because these organs would decay quickly. They were preserved separately inside beautiful canopic jars. However, the heart was usually left inside the body because Egyptians believed it was the center of intelligence and emotion. Next came the most important step. The body was completely covered with a natural salt called natron. Over the next 40 days, the salt removed almost all moisture from the body, preventing decay and preserving it for thousands of years. After drying, the body was wrapped in hundreds of meters of fine linen cloth. Priests placed protective amulets between the layers and recited sacred prayers. Finally, the completed mummy was placed inside a decorated coffin, ready for its eternal journey. Among all the Egyptian mummies ever discovered, none is more famous than King Tutankhamun. He became pharaoh at just 9 years old and ruled for only a short time before dying unexpectedly around the age of 18 or 19. Although his reign was brief, his tomb would become the greatest archaeological discovery of the 20th century. In 1922, British archaeologist Howard Carter discovered Tutankhamun's hidden tomb in the Valley of the Kings. When the sealed door was finally opened, thousands of priceless treasures filled the rooms. Gold, jewelry, chariots, statues, and the young king's perfectly preserved mummy had remained untouched for over 3,000 years. Another legendary mummy belongs to Ramesses II, often called the greatest pharaoh of ancient Egypt. He ruled for more than 66 years, built magnificent temples, and led powerful armies. His mummy is still so well preserved that scientists have been able to study his face, hair, and even signs of old age. These famous mummies continue to reveal new secrets even today. Modern technology has helped scientists learn about their health, age, and even possible causes of death. But many mysteries remain unsolved, waiting beneath the sands of Egypt. When Tutankhamun's tomb was opened in 1922, newspapers around the world began reporting a terrifying story. They claimed that anyone who disturbed the pharaoh's tomb would be cursed. Soon, strange deaths and mysterious illnesses were linked to what became known as the Curse of the Pharaohs. Just a few months after the discovery, Lord Carnarvon, the man who financed the excavation, died unexpectedly after an infected mosquito bite. Newspapers quickly blamed the curse. More stories followed, convincing many people that an ancient supernatural force was protecting the tomb. But was the curse real? Most historians and scientists say no. They believe the deaths were caused by natural reasons, such as illness, age, or dangerous bacteria and mold that had remained inside sealed tombs for centuries. Even Howard Carter, who discovered the tomb, lived for many years after the excavation. Even today, the Curse of the Pharaohs remains one of history's greatest mysteries. Whether it was simply coincidence or something we still don't understand, one thing is certain: Egypt's ancient tombs continue to fascinate millions of people around the world. For centuries, the only way to study a mummy was to unwrap it, often causing permanent damage. Today, modern technology has changed everything. Scientists can now look inside a mummy without removing a single layer of linen, using powerful CT scans and 3D imaging. These scans have revealed amazing details. Scientists can estimate a mummy's age, height, health, broken bones, and even possible causes of death. In some cases, they have found jewelry, protective amulets, and other objects hidden beneath the wrapping for over 3,000 years. Scientists also study ancient DNA to learn about family relationships, inherited diseases, and the origins of Egypt's royal families. Every new discovery helps historians understand how these people lived thousands of years ago. Thanks to modern science, mummies are no longer silent. Every scan, every discovery, and every piece of evidence tells another chapter of ancient Egypt's incredible story. Yet one final question remains. Why do mummies continue to fascinate the world after thousands of years? More than 3,000 years after they were created, Egyptian mummies continue to amaze the world. They are not just preserved bodies. They are time capsules, carrying stories of ancient kings, queens, priests, and ordinary people. Every mummy gives us another chance to understand a civilization that shaped human history. Today, museums around the world carefully protect these priceless treasures. Scientists continue using advanced technology to uncover new secrets without damaging the mummies. Every new discovery teaches us more about medicine, culture, religion, and daily life in ancient Egypt. The story of the mummies is more than a mystery. It reminds us that every civilization leaves behind a legacy. The ancient Egyptians built monuments, developed remarkable skills, and preserved their beliefs in ways that still inspire people thousands of years later. The mystery of the mummies is far from over. Beneath the sands of Egypt, many tombs remain undiscovered, and every new excavation could reveal another incredible story from the ancient world. If you enjoyed this documentary, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join Hidden Files Discover for more amazing stories from history, archaeology, and science. Because history never truly dies, it waits to be discovered.